Hello, fellow subscribers and viewers. Welcome back. This will be a basic VOR tutorial for FS on the Cherokee 180. When I say basic, I don't mean you're gonna be able to triangulate your position, know where you are, and all that stuff. No, I'm just gonna show you guys how to use it to navigate. Which the Cherokee simplifies things. It's got a little gauge that just makes it overly simplified. It's like, James, you know what gauge I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe, possibly.
The one up in the corner of the Cherokee that displays the VOR's name and so forth.
Yeah.
This is the VOR we'll be going to, and I will show you all what I'm speaking of once we get in the air. Let's just open our cockpit there and get in it. Begin our pre-flight check as usual. Remove the pitot cover. Turn on the master battery and all that jazz. Alright. Nope, don't want the radio master. I want the pitot tube E. Do you want to tell him, or do you just want to wait for the video to go up on my channel?
Nah. Wait, tell him what?
Microsoft.
I deleted the video.
Oh. Pretty much, what happened was, they pretty much sent him to every country in the world, and then back to the same people he started with, and then he went again to try it, and what do they do again? You guys think they got him the help he needed? If you answered yes, well then get out of here, because you're wrong. No! He still didn't get the help he needed. So pretty much, folks, to give you a rundown of what could happen right now, if James's PC goes out, if he gets a power outage, I will not be speaking to him for ages. Actually, no, exactly. All you have to do is wipe your windows, and you know. But we're not wanting it to come to that. Folks, this is a major problem, and of course, Windows is looking at it like, oh, he's inconvenienced. I'm sorry, my paycheck was more important than you being helped.
I thought this was meant to be a...
I'm checking over the airplane right now. This is a VOR tutorial, not a checking over the airplane tutorial. I'm still angry about that. Alright, now that we've done the pre-flight check, we'll just close the door. Lock it too. I'm not gonna pull that stun again. Sorry, folks. Chat. Helping someone else with the game issue they're having. Some Parkan game or something. Never heard of it. Turn on my FS audio just a bit more. Alright. And you guys don't no. Alright, folks. We'll be back in a minute. And welcome back, viewers. Let me just try this more time. Clear. Prop. Come on. I hate when this engine likes to tease you out on it. By the way, A2A, I would like to note the exhaust is pointing downward, not how the engine cowling. Alright, we said that VOR was 114.60. So we'll tune into our nav1 VOR, our nav1, not VOR, 114.60. Now keep in mind, okay, you see what's happening here is we're inside the VOR's inner radius, but some VORs are like a cone. The lower you get, the less signal you're going to get from them, so the radius decreases. The higher you are, the bigger the radius. So that's why if you're like 45,000 feet, you're gonna pick up that dang VOR like miles away. And according to our little Davtron navigator there, model 903, if we fly heading 104, spin it to heading 104 here, right around here, right 104. We now know that 104 degrees. Yeah, I guess they figure 104 is the better. Will head us directly to the VOR. Now, a lot of people don't know how to operate these. No offense, James, but you were one of them, so I taught you.
Yeah. At least I'm not taking offense to that.
No, just, you know.
Wink, wink.
Hey. Guarantee you Mr. You-Know-Who doesn't know about them. But, surprises me sometimes how a lot of people do not know how to operate these things. I'm wondering if I'm still tuned in. May have to shut off the COM 1 radio because, yeah, I'm gonna shut that off for now. Because, actually, leave it on. Let me just, taxi for takeoff options. Departure south.
Tri-City, round, Viper, November.
Hopefully it gives me the runway right in front of me.
Tango. Request taxi for takeoff, south departure. Viper, November, 767 Foxtrot Tango. Taxi 2 and hold short of runway 2.
The reason I'm doing this is because, like, guys, I don't want to hear the ATC going, "You were not clear to take off," when I turn back on the radios in the air.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway.
So let me see if I can, if it'll, okay, it's not one of those airports, because there are a few airports, if you line up on a runway heading that's close enough to that runway heading, they will approve you for takeoff. It's like Memphis International. All you have to do if you're really pressed on time and you're in single player and you don't give two crap about the ATC, just go to the nearest runway that's pointing on the runway direction you were given. Request takeoff clearance, and they think it's the runway you're supposed to take off on. Which is a good example how bad ATC can be when it comes to giving you the right runway in real life. But that actually has happened. Malaysia, oh no, was it Malaysia? Which Singapore Airlines flew a flight out of, I believe it was Incheon, and what happened was there was a lot of errors in the pilot, between the pilot and the airport. Airport couldn't see where the plane was. The pilots were confused and turned onto the wrong runway. James was under construction, right? But
Oh yeah, and then they crashed into the
construction equipment. But here was the kicker: they didn't check their PFD to see if they were lined up with the beacon on the runway. Also, there was no marks on that runway to distinguish whether or not it was an active runway or not. It was just, an active runway. You've seen that one too, haven't you?
Tri-City Tower,
Yeah,
Viper,
yeah.
November.
Air disaster, Smithsonian.
Tango, ready at runway
Yep.
23.
There was no indication to the runway being closed. The
Pilots. It was a pilot error also. The thing was, they were so focused on getting.
ATC. I would say it's ATC more than pilot, but pilot error was certainly a factor there also.
Yeah, because they were so worried about getting their flight out on time that they ignored passenger safety procedures, and instead, took off. But I love how they tried to make that 7-4 climb over it. It's like I'm just thinking in the back of my head, that 7-4, that speed ain't climbing over nothing. What they should have done is they could have gotten the back wheels up, raised the mains as quick as they could. If they could get the main, if that would have been able to be done, that would have been epic. But now if we turn 103, now see it is saying 103. I knew darn well it would change between us taxiing to the runway. And now if you look here, this little needle here, this one pointing upward, that indicates we're heading towards the VOR, not away. Now keep in mind that's very important because that's the next part of our tutorial. Actually, is it 102? Flight sim, it's 101. see, you can do a to or a from. Pretty much, we fly the heading it's given us. So we fly 110 or is it 111? 101. Heading 101. We will fly straight to that VOR. Now this can be used in navigation easily because all you have to do is do the same for flying. You have to find the VOR you're going to head directly to, ensure you're in the VOR's radius, and then tune in. Now, there is another trick you can do with determining where you're at from it using the radial. You have to have a chart for that part, because it's a lot harder to pull off that chart. But pretty much what you do is you say tune in 2 VORs, and I'm not going to show this, I may try to do a tutorial on this. It's tricky to do though. You tune in 2 VORs, you tune one so it's telling you the heading to that VOR and the other one, and then you look at your chart and tell where you are between those two using that heading. Now if you had a third one, you could triangulate your position even more accurate. And I believe that up on that crest there, that hill in front of us, no, that's not it. But this is also the ILS glide slope indicator and so forth. That most people know how to operate. I know for a fact James knows how to operate that one, because your 777 has an ILS landing feature. Although the ILS in this airplane is a bit more rudimentary, isn't it, James?
Yeah.
It's more crude and usual. Well, the T7 and the 73s have the automated feature. Okay, elevator trim. Yep, folks, what you just heard was my elevator trim supposedly disconnecting from the flight sim, yet I'm still able to spin the wheel, and it works. If you guys have seen my short-lived XF11 restoration video, if you can faintly listen to the music, you can hear it too. It's just I can't have that video up till after I'm partnered because of the fact that YouTube's seeing it as, ooh, copyright infringement, even though I demonetized that video and I'm not trying to make money off that video. It was either I got rid of the audio, which I made specifically to fit the moment, or not get a partnership. Which I pretty much wanted a partnership. So it was partnership over the video, which the video might get re-uploaded. We actually have permission to upload the XF11, but with the current problems we're having with the site and all this, no, sorry folks, we don't have the time or resources to release it currently. Like I said, we would, but we just don't have the time. Our sites possibly could be destroyed any moment. According to James, they have access to our site. And so forth. Now, see, now we've been following that VOR, now we're going to track away from the VOR. So, let's see, switch it to the nav2. So, if we want to fly away, according to that device there, it's 280. Now you can do this in real life without this gauge. I do it all the time when I'm flying. Because when we always take off, the Lakeland VOR is always in our area. So I always tune into it just in case. Again, I love how that's the correct heading and that's the incorrect heading. Now if we head directly from the VOR, we'll head straight back to the airfield. Well, not straight. Should be straight back actually, yeah. Because of the way we followed it. Now you can use this for navigation. This is completely usable. See, Currently, it's telling us what direction away from the nav antenna the VOR is, which we want it to say we're directly away, so it should be about 300 to 291. Yeah, see it's increasing. It's probably gonna see there's the airfield right ahead of us. We're just gonna land without contacting the ATC because you guys see any AI traffic there when we landed? 'Cause I don't. But as it says, 291 is our direct heading away from the VOR. So if we're running, if we're from or how far we are from the VOR. If you have this equipment, you look down here. This is your DME, distance measuring equipment. We are about 6.7 nautical miles away and 4 minutes away. Our current ground speed is, it's not giving us that information. I don't know why it's not giving us this information, but it isn't. We're actually lined up for a runway right now. Like I said, this is a simple tutorial. It's not meant to be the bee's knees of tutorials. Heck, I even forgot the the lights on the airplane for this tutorial. I left the fuel pump on the entire flight. This was more meant to demonstrate the aircraft's VORs. I don't think I need a tutorial on the Cherokee itself, but if anybody wants it, I will put one out. It's a very simple airplane to learn and fly. I mean, James picked it up your first flight, didn't you, James?
Yep.
I didn't even need to tell him what to do. Well, he wouldn't let me tell him what to do. He said, Ace, I'm flying this one myself. You did. Jackson's still on his vacation, folks, so it'll be a while before he's back. Did he say he was anywhere else, or has he contacted you since then, or?
No, I think he said he's still in New York.
I heard, no, I think he's coming home tomorrow, because he said he was like the 4th Thursday he was coming back. Wait, I got news for Jackson. The 4th ain't on a Thursday. The 4th's on a Wednesday. I just looked at my computer clock on the other screen. It's like 6/3/2014. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh hey, it's 3 months to my birthday. Yay.
And it's 22 days to my birthday. And I'll be 16 and I'll be legal.
We'll go get you some poontang then, since you're gonna be legal. Hey, he said legal. He didn't say what kind of legal.
Oh, you know what I mean. Yeah. It's gotten pretty awkward.
Oh, shut up. This is mostly a male demographic on this channel anyway. I think I just scared off most of the ladies. Or enticed them. What do you think, ladies?
I don't think you get any women watching your videos. I've
Really?
actually had about...
Take a look at the analytics.
About 10% of my viewers are actually girls.
Yeah, that I don't think many FS channels get that many stuff either. I don't even think the gaming channels do.
Actually, when it comes to Minecraft...
Minecraft, maybe. But not, I'm talking regular gaming channels, not a sandbox game. Wait, is it a... Can you consider it a sandbox game or something different, actually? Like, don't they say it's an open sandbox game?
Yeah, male 92%, female 8.1%.
Told you. Didn't say how many females watch my videos, I just said they did.
Oh, that was on my account.
Oh.
Remember, I can still access it.
Yeah, I know. That's the only way you can still access it is through me. But I have to let Jackson know when he gets back. I removed his control to my channel just in case of emergency. They got into his or mine.
You have 6.3% viewership of women. The other 94% of male.
You know. it's kind of
And you've got some of the exact same statistics as me, the UK being the second most viewed country in...
Wow, that's really weird. You think because you're in the UK, YouTube would be getting you more views from the UK. That's what people say. That's why PewDiePie was so successful. It's because he moved. Thank you, truck, for clipping me as I was landing. Thank you.
Maybe that's why he did move, to try and get more views, more subscribers. And...
Yeah, but he's just a bot guy in the end. Like, was that legitimately confirmed? It was bots, or was that just something you read?
I don't know, but
Okay, we don't know if this is true or not, but if it is, PewDiePie's going down the tubes. It's a possibility almost all of his viewers are actually paid bots.
or a lot of them anyway.
You brought that up a while ago, and I was just, I haven't looked into it, because, you know, I don't give two craps about PewDiePie. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go away for a minute. I've got a drink and back in a minute.
Go get yourself a beer.
Funny.
Hey,
I meant to drink as in Coke.
Yeah, I know. Before anybody in the comment section goes, well, James isn't over 21, it's the UK. And under adult supervision, he's allowed to have as much as he wants.
Not as much, actually.
So you know what I mean. Because you can't hold your liquor worth crap. Yeah, I've seen him drunk, and it's hilarious. I should have gotten him on Dirt 3 that day and had him racing with me. It would have been hilarious.
That's actually what I wanted to do that day. But no.
Yeah, well, I would have laughed if the cops came to you in game and went, sir, whoop, below the vehicle, whoop, whoop.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the toilet and have a drink. I'll be back.
He's gonna have a drink while he's on the toilet.
Funny.
What? And one in and out the other. Alright, folks, I know that wasn't exactly the most descriptive tutorial. It was a basic tutorial, basic understanding of VORs. It's not meant to be, woo, wonderful. It's meant to just be the basics to get you introduced to it. Now, if you want the more advanced tutorials, I can do those, but I'll need assistance because I don't know exactly all the basics of it. This was just more to introduce you guys to the Cherokees. Navigational basics. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it is informative to you. Have a good night.